Look, it's my hair.
Yeah, but before that, I have a story for you.
So today we're talking about labels, but before that, can you maybe notice something different here? In the image, the quality? It's finally good! It makes me so happy. Anyway, let's talk about labels. What are actually those labels I'm talking about? The labels are basically the things we are putting on ourselves, the things we are telling ourselves we are. For example, your label can be your name, your surname, your location, maybe your family status, like maybe you're telling yourself you're a mom or a daughter or a sister, or maybe some social labels like introvert or an extrovert. You know, all of those things we are putting on ourselves, telling ourselves we are. But you have to realize that you are not those labels. If this is the first time someone told you that you are not your name, that you are not daughter or mother, your ego could be really fighting right now, and it's probably alarming you and trying to tell you, I am those things, this is who I am, but you're not. And when I first heard about it, it was in 2018, I think, but it was in this book. It's the book from Eckhart Tolle. It's The Power of Now. This book literally changed my life. Like, I know it sounds cliche, but there's my life before this book, there's my life after that book. When I first read that I'm not those labels, I was mind blown. I felt so free. Because when you strip away all of those things, when you remove your name, when you remove your location, when you remove your social labels, who are you? There is a quote from Eckhart Tolle, and it goes, the ultimate truth of who you are is not I'm this or I'm that, but I am. Isn't that beautiful? You know, I think this is something you can't really realize with the mind, but you really have to feel. You know, we humans always try to complicate things, always trying to find the answer with the mind, but this is so simple that, you know, it's weird. Because you simply are, and that's it, period. I am. Nothing else. I am just existing in this period in time, in this eternal present moment, in this eternal now, in the eternal universe. I am. Isn't that so beautiful and so freeing? Makes me happy. But why do we even put those labels on ourselves? Well, I think it's just because we are trying to find who we are, and those labels give us some kind of identity. Because when we have those labels, we feel like we know who we are. But as I said before, you're not those things. And I actually think that those labels can be really dangerous. Every single label builds a wall around yourself. And inside that wall is who you are. It's your safe space, you know, your box. You put yourself in a box. And outside of that wall of labels is something new, something unknown, who you are not. And you don't want to cross the wall. At least your ego doesn't want you to cross that wall. But on the other side of the wall is change. It may be a positive change, a new path in your life. But you don't want to go outside those labels, because your ego is so attached to those labels. The ego doesn't want to let go of the labels. And so the labels literally keep you from living your life fully, from achieving your full potential. So that's why I think the labels are dangerous. I'm gonna give you 2 examples. So my first label is my location. It's my biggest label. It always was. And my location is Croatian Island, a paradise, a beautiful island, the sea, the sun. And as you know, I had to go to college in Zagreb. And whenever I would be there, I would be miserable. I would suffer. And it's so stupid because I didn't have to suffer. But I was suffering because of my label. Because I thought I'm no one if I'm not living on the island. And instead of being present in the city, in Zagreb, instead of trying to find out what can I do there, what's interesting, I was just thinking about how I want to go back on the island. If I didn't have that label of me as an island girl, I wouldn't suffer that much. I think that label also kept me away from maybe living somewhere else in this world. But the world is so big, I have to discover what is there, Maybe I want to live somewhere else. But because of that label, I was just putting boundaries in my mind, and it was a disaster. Wherever I am on this earth, I still simply am existing, and that's it. So I have to work on that a little bit more, And the second example, the second label, is the big one. And I think a lot of people suffer from this label. It's like on a social level. This label literally keeps people away from living fully and from making change. And it's keeping us imprisoned in our own minds, in our own lives. These are the labels introverts and extroverts. I'm gonna talk about introverts because that's what I am. There is like an introverted me before and an introverted me now. I was literally building my whole identity around that label, and I think a lot of people are doing that. A lot of people love identifying themselves as introverts or extroverts, but let's talk about introverts. And all those memes about introverts that you can relate to, all just joking around how we can't talk to people, how we can't call the pizza delivery, or all of these things. And it's true, I wasn't able to do that. But I wasn't able to do that because I was literally telling myself every single day, I am an introvert, and because I am an introvert, I can't call people, I can't socialize, I can't go on social events, I can't do public speaking, I can't, invite people out. And no wonder I couldn't, because I was telling myself that every single day. I was telling myself every single day that I can't do those things. And I told myself, this has to stop. Because I can't live like that. We all need social skills in our lives. I'm on social media, and I can't socialize in real life. That's stupid. I told myself, I no longer want to do this to myself. And at the beginning of year, I decided I'm gonna expand my comfort zone, and I'm gonna say yes to all the things that scare me, which was going on calls, calling people, inviting people out, all of those social things. And I started working on those things. And I was telling myself, I can do this. I can do these things. Who's gonna tell me I'm an introvert and that I can't do those things? I can. I'm literally the one who can change myself, and that's beautiful. But you won't change if you are telling every single day to yourself that you can't. You have to change the perspective. You have to detach yourself from the introvert label in order to change. So I started telling myself, I can call people, I can socialize, I can go on social events. And it's changed me. It's changed me. I don't have problems anymore with that. Yeah, you have to realize that you're not those things, and you can literally change your life just by telling yourself different things and putting in your mind those things, We have that power. We have the power to change our lives. I'm telling that in every single video, but I think it's so important that we have to realize that we have the power to change our lives, to live how we want. And it starts with mind. you know? And today I'm getting rid of one of my labels. I'm gonna cut my hair off. Why? Well, simply I wanna change my hair. I wanna change my hairstyle because it's been long for so long. When I first got the idea about cutting my hair, my ego was like, no, don't cut your hair. Because with my hair, I was attaching a lot of labels, you know. My hair gave me some kind of identity, because with this hair, I felt like I'm an elf from the woods, an elf from Lord of the Rings, or Moana, a girl from the island, you know, with long curly hair, vibes on the sea. And I thought, if I cut my hair, I'm no longer these labels, you know? And it's a perfect example of how labels are keeping us away from change. So I didn't want to cut my hair because I would cut those labels off. But with hair or without hair, I simply am, because I'm not my hair. Before I cut my hair, one last time, I'm gonna play this instrument because I always loved playing the ocarina with my long hair and the braids. I felt like I am an elf from Lord of the Rings. One last time with long hair. There. Pozdravi moju publiku. Sama sebe. We don't have a plan. We're just going with the flow. Let's cut the labels off. Look! It's my hair. This is gonna be so uneven. Do what you have to do.
I am confusion.
You're not the only one. Oops.
Nee.
She. Bloop. Wow.
Ora.
And we're done! Wow, I look like a boy. I'm going to wash my hair now. See you later. Bye, peace. So, this is how I look like right now. I actually really like it. I like the change. I feel fresh and new and reborn and ready for spring and summer and sun and sea. I don't know. I feel like my long hair was holding so much old energy, and when I cut it off, I was just reborn. It's weird, but that's how I feel. Also, there's a little problem. I'm wearing sunglasses all the time because when I don't, all the hair just goes into my eyes and I can't see anything, so I think I'm gonna cut it a little bit shorter. Quickly, some final thoughts about labels. I think that we should all pay much more attention to our labels, observe them and notice them, and try to figure out which are those labels that are holding us back from living our lives fully. And just remember, you're not those labels, you simply are. And little by little, step by step, detach yourself from all those labels and start living your life fully. That's all I wanted to say. This video has come to an end, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. I hope I gave you some new perspectives and some thoughts you can think about. And I'm gonna see you in the next video, which, by the way, is gonna be exciting. Thanks. Bye bye.